Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are doing well. So today we've got something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at an old broken down igloo cooler that I have with broken latches and hinges, and I'm going to show y'all how I replace them practically for free. Now they're cheap, they're like 10 bucks. You can go and replace them, but these coolers to me aren't worth 10 bucks. So I try to do it as cheaply and effectively as I possibly can. So I hope y'all enjoy this video and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. So for this project you'll need a gallon jug, a Sharpie, a knife, some line, a Phillips screwdriver, and a pair of scissors. So with these coolers there's a lot that can go wrong with them. There's the hinges that can break on the back, the latches that can break on the front, the carry handles, which on this cooler they're fine, and the stop on the inside that's made out of like that plastic strap breaks a lot of times. And I'm going to teach y'all how to replace the hinges, the straps, and the latch. Alright guys, so the most common thing to break on these coolers are the latches on the back from opening and closing them so many times. It's also one of the most annoying things to have break on the cooler. The latches you can kind of live without, but these hinges are really needed. So for this step, you're going to want to take off these plastic pieces on the lid and on the cooler itself. So I'm going to do that right quick with the Phillips screwdriver that you guys need. Alright guys, so we have our latches off, and now we're going to take our milk jug and our Sharpie to do the next step. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take both pieces and lay them out just like that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to trace over them with your Sharpie. And it does not have to be perfect, like I say, because these ice chests are made to use and abuse, and it's more for functionality than anything else. So that is one template right there. And what you're going to want to do is go ahead and take your knife, and you're just going to want to very roughly cut this out. Just like that. Now you want to make sure that everything in the inside of that is left just like that. And now what we're going to do is take our scissors and come in, and we're just going to very quickly trim that plastic from around the edges. These scissors are not too good. But honestly, guys, so my scissors aren't really working, so I'm just going to cut the outline of this dude with my knife. Just like that. Come around here. And like I say, guys, this does not need to be clean. It's just to put the hinge back so it can work again, really. You're basically making you're putting a new piece of plastic where the hinge is previously broken. So you're going to take this just like that, and you're going to, on your cooler, just take right where it's broken, and you're going to screw these in the holes on the back side with the piece of plastic that you cut underneath the hinge. So you have essentially created a new hinge. So let me do that right quick, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next step. Alright guys, so I got both pieces cut out, and now I'm just going to screw them back into where they went. Now, with this, you're going to want to just take your screwdriver, and it's easier, I find, to just do one side at a time and just like really get started with one screw. But what you're going to want to do is just line up everything and just poke that screw through and get it started on this first one, just so you're not having to hold so many different loose things. And you're just going to screw that in there. And you don't want to make it too tight, like you want to be able to move it around and play with it and get it just right before you actually go through and tighten down. Guys, so we have made the hinges functional again. We can open this cooler and we can close this cooler, and it's staying right there the way it should be. All with a recycled milk jug. And depending on how tough y'all are on them, y'all can double and triple the pieces of plastic that you put underneath the hinge to just kind of beef it up a little bit more and make it stronger and last a little bit longer. But I find just with one piece of that plastic back there, I can get months, if not years, of use out of them before I have to do it again. So now we'll be going from outside the cooler to inside of the cooler. And typically what they have break in these dudes is this strap right here. And typically if it were broken, I would just cut it off and screw it back in, but for this, that's not gonna work. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and unscrew this screw on the lid, and then go grab this one right here. Okay, so we've got this out. And what you're going to want to do is just take it and take the screws out of it right quick, because you're going to need these again. And now all you want to do is lay this out like that and take your line and just kind of guesstimate about how long you want it to open. And for me, that looks about good. And all I'm going to do... Alright, so we've got our piece of string cut. And we are going to take these little screws and just tie them off with a little self-tightening knot. Sorry about my neighbors next door. I have no idea what they're doing. Okay, so we've got that. Just like that, and what we're going to do is screw these bolts back into the holes they came out of. Alright guys, so it was a little bit long, so I took and I tied a knot right there as well. But now we have an ice chest that you can open and close, and it won't flop back. Alright guys, and for this last step, we're going to fix this latch right quick. And how we're going to do that is really simple and easy. It's not perfect, but it's the best that I found to fix it without having to replace it completely. And for that, you're just going to want to loosen up those first couple of screws right there as I just did. And then you're going to want to take just a little bit of your trot line and just put it over one screw, tighten it all the way up, put it down, come around, and then you're going to want to cut right here, tie this side off, and then you've got a workable latch that will come on and off. But let me do that right quick, and I will show y'all how I do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We started out with a completely broken ice chest, and now we have one that is completely functional and ready to see some fish inside of it. I hope you guys like this video. Just let me know your thoughts on it and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video.